I'm Mark Schofield from Inside the Pylon and the Bleacher Report NFL 1000 project with this week's installment of Scouting with Schofield. The San Diego Chargers suffered numerous injuries to start the season, many of which came at offensive skill positions. They lost Stevie Johnson, Keenan Allen, and Danny Woodhead to season-ending injuries earlier in the year, drastically reducing the offensive firepower at their disposal. But this did open up some opportunities for two young receivers, Tyrell Williams and Dontrelle Inman. In their second and third years respectively, the two young pass catchers are developing into reliable targets for Phillip Rivers, and their growth this season has been impressive. Thanks to their footwork, route running, ability at the catch point, and awareness, this pair of wide receivers has given Chargers fans something big to cheer for this season. I'm going to look at a few plays from both of these players coming from San Diego's victory over the Houston Texans this weekend. We're going to start with Williams, and the first two routes we're going to look at are a pair of slant routes. Now, if you watched either this Chargers game or the Monday night game between the Packers and the Eagles, you heard either Rich Gannon during the Chargers game or John Gruden during the Monday night game talk about the different types of slant routes. There are different slant routes that can be run depending on the route concept that's at play. For example, the tosser concept, which is route concept that the New England Patriots use, for example. You use a 1 and a 3-step slant route. The 3-step slant route on the outside, the 1-step slant route comes from the slot receiver. You even see a 5-step slant route, which is something that John Gruden was talking about on Monday night on one of the route concepts he ran back when he was with the Packers. We don't know the play calls on these first two plays. It's not something that I'm privy to. I wasn't in the huddle when these plays were called, so I don't know exactly what slant route Williams was assigned to run on these first two plays. But it does look like these are the quicker 1-step or 3-step slant routes, and you'll see the difference in the footwork between the first one and the second and how it plays a big role in the success of the play. And what I like about watching these two slant routes in juxtaposition to each other is you can see almost the development of the receiver in real time. We're going to look at this first route. It comes in the first quarter. It's on the opening drive of the game for the Chargers. It's a 2nd and 9 situation. And as you can see from the play art here, Williams is split to the left. He's facing press coverage, and he's going to run a slant route. And watch the footwork. It's a bit muddied as he starts his route. It's a bit choppy. He looks to use sort of a stutter step move off the line of scrimmage, and it doesn't really get the defensive back out of position. And what it leads to is a much tougher catch at the catch point, and the defensive back is able to make the tackle immediately and absolutely negate any chance for yardage after the catch. Muddied steps, no separation. He makes a great catch at the catch point. This is a tough catch to make. You've got a defender draped on your back. But again, look at the footwork off the line of scrimmage. It's slow, delayed a bit. No separation on the route. Here's another look at it. Again, you'll see how the defensive back is able to stay right on that hip. He can't prevent the catch, but he does limit any chance at yardage after the catch. So now let's look at a play a little bit later in the first quarter. It's a 1st and 10 situation with about 9:22 left in the first quarter. It's again a slant route against press coverage. Watch how Williams runs the route this time. Watch particularly his left leg, how he'll flare it out, drive it into the turf, sell the defender on a route break into the outside or vertically before then cutting underneath on the slant route. It's a much crisper route, and you'll see it lead to better separation and even better performance after the catch. Right, there's the left step, gets the defender to slip a bit. Right there, left step, really sells the defender on that potential route to the outside. We'll look at the replay angle again. Right, left step. That's just a much crisper route. And you'll see how it gets him the separation that he needs to then extend the play after the catch, leading to yardage after the catch. You see two slant routes. Again, we don't know which particular routes that Williams was called on to run, but the difference between the first and the second is profound, and that's happened in real time during the game. You see a much crisper slant route on that second play, and it leads to a better result. Now here's a 21-yard touchdown reception from Williams. It's a really well-designed play here. The Texans are going to run a little combination coverage here. They've got 2-on-1 on the weak side over here where you've got the corner. You've got a safety down here who's going to help bracket this receiver who's Dontrelle Inman. And they've got 3-over-2 over here. They're technically a 3-over-3, but the tight end here is going to stay in and block. So it's really a combination coverage. This is a nice little route design from San Diego here. On the backside, you've got Inman here, and he's going to run sort of the search route where he's going to come vertically, break inside, and basically look for an opening, find grass, and sit down. Now here on the play side, you've got the curl route here and the post route from Williams breaking over the top. It's a nice design because you're looking to high-low the safety to that side of the field. But what I like about this play from Williams are two things. First, the way he runs this route, bending it outside, getting himself some separation from that safety, and then a good angle to then break back to the post. And we also see a good work at the catch point. This is going to be another sort of tough catch situation. He's going to have a defender draped on him, but he shows good concentration and good hand strength to make the catch here. See how Williams starts outside, then breaks back over. Contested catch makes it. It's a tough catch to make, a good throw. Rivers puts it right where it needs to be, and just a great catch. Now we're going to look at Inman, who's another young receiver that as we've been talking about. This is his touchdown against the Texans, and it's a really nice situation. It comes on a 2nd and 8 at about the 48-yard line of San Diego, with 6:52 left in the second quarter. And what's nice about this little design is it shows the defense sort of a sticks concept, where you've got these two receivers are running curl routes right at the sticks, and Inman's going to run a double move here from the slot, and he's going to make that double move again right at the sticks, right at that first down marker. So defense might be thinking, oh, they're running all curls here, they're running sticks, and that's what helps get this safety to bite on that double move. Texans are basically going to run cover 4 here. This safety is going to drop back, so we're going to be looking at cover 4 across the board, and the player you want to watch, in addition to Inman and his footwork, is how he gets that safety to bite. Right, there's the double move, stutter and go. You can't fake a safety better than that. Nice little catch over the shoulder. Nice, easy touchdown. So that's some good footwork on the route running. Here's another example of that. This comes on a 1st and 10 play with 4:47 left in the second quarter. Inman's here. He's the middle receiver in sort of a trips look, as you've got 3 receivers to the right with a tight end and a wing. He's going to run this crossing route. And it's a really nice route the way he does it, because you might expect him to just start inside and then come over. But he sets it up with a nice little move right here. He starts to the inside, then shows a little stutter move here, and that gets the defender to slowly bite on potentially a route coming back to the inside. Maybe he's thinking, oh my God, he's going to break to the out now. And that allows him to get separation as he comes across the middle. And then he makes a nice little adjustment to the throw, showing good hand strength as well. He starts inside, and then right there's that nice move, gets the defender on his heels. Nice adjustment to a high throw. He'll get from the end zone angle, another look at that. Releases, right there's that move. Adjustment to a high throw, good catch. Fights for yardage after the catch. So that's another good route run by Inman, showing a nice little subtle move at the top of his little vertical stem there to get extended separation on the cut across the field. He could have started inside and just stayed inside, and then he might have not had the separation that he did, allowing him to make that catch. Last route we're going to look at is on a Yankee concept. This is a max protection play action design that a lot of teams use. This is something that Washington loves to do. They did it a ton last year. You see you've got an over route. Inman's going to run this over route here. They used to love Garcon on that route with Deshaun Jackson over the top. Now we're going to get Williams over the top on the post route. Get Inman running this crossing route, this over route. Again, it's going to be max protection off of play action. This comes on a 1st and 10 situation right at midfield. It's a perfect spot to run this play call. What happens, though, is the pocket breaks down. So we're going to see awareness from both Williams and Inman on the scramble drill situation. Rivers is going to get flushed to his right. Now that allows Williams to just basically come back towards the sideline, But Inman's going to be over here when he notices that he's going to have to work back this way to get in front of his quarterback's line of sight. And it's Inman who makes a great play here as well. Here's the crossing route on the over and the post route over the top. Now Rivers is flushed. You see Inman breaking back. Nice catch with his hands and then absorbs the shot. That's a tough play from a young receiver, but that's what you want to see a receiver do. Here you see him crossing. Rivers is flushed. Inman's breaking back. Good catch with his hands. Takes the shot, gets right up. These are two young receivers, but they're developing into great targets for Phillip Rivers. We've seen good footwork from them. We've seen Williams in particular learning during the course of the game how to set up his receiver for a cut. We see good route running from both of these guys. We've seen them strength at the catch point and some awareness from both of them as well in the scramble throw situation. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week with another edition of Scouting with Schofield for the Bleacher Report NFL 1000 project.